I know you're busy, so we're summarizing this book for you. In 1964, a DNA chain terminator drug, sounds safe, was used for leukemia chemotherapy. It was found that the same drug actually killed HIV in test tubes. Yay! During the AIDS epidemic, off-label drugs were found to be effective against HIV, but these were not pushed through in IAID. The reason? These drugs don't provide large royalties for pharmaceutical companies because they're off-label or off-patent. Sound familiar? These off-label therapeutics were helping people to live, but the Lord of the Ouchie ignored them. That's when buyers clubs were formed so that people with AIDS could find some relief and not wait for exorbitantly priced and unresearched drugs from Big Pharma. Even when the Lord of the Ouchie knew that HIV couldn't spread through the air or by touching, he exaggerated the possibility of infection and contagion. Sound familiar? This false information amplified widespread panic of a dreaded pestilence, and this elevated the Lord of the Ouchie's power. An off-patent drug, AL-721, was found to stop viral replication, but the studies were canceled and never allowed to go to phase 2. They killed this inexpensive medicine that proved it could help stop the HIV virus and AIDS epidemic. Sound familiar? Instead, the DNA chain terminator drug was pushed through using fatal methodological flaws and deliberate falsification. Lies. This drug was expensive, and it was recommended for people that had full-blown AIDS as well as people who were asymptomatic, helping to bolster profits with no scientific backing for the need to do this. I feel as if history may be repeating itself. 18 months after the approval of this drug, a Freedom of Information Act investigation showed that in the research, in the science, there was widespread data tampering, some which could even be looked at to the level of having homicidal criminality. This drug was toxic, and it killed many people that did not deserve to die. Healthy people who were asymptomatic took this drug because of fear and the mania surrounding what was going on with the pandemic, driven by our own government agencies. This was toxic. People took poison into their bodies, and the FDA approved it. Stay tuned for the next installment.